Hey everybody, it's Monica with your best female figure, and today I'm back with a long overdue leg circuit that's going to help you sculpt lean toned legs and also a nice firm butt. Now I'm sure you can tell by the sound of my voice that I am sick, and that is because my body finally broke down after a month of just crazy stuff going on, including the death of the grandparent of some of our family members who are currently away at that funeral. So if you hear little dogs barking in the background, that is because we are taking care of their two little chihuahuas, and these dogs are a little bit crazy. They are kind of loud, a lot louder than our dogs, so I apologize in advance for that, but I am back after a long time off, and had filmed this video a while back. I just had not had time to narrate it. So anyways, let's get started with these leg exercises. Now the first exercise is a close stance balance squat, and this exercise is great for sculpting lean toned legs because it works a full range of motion, and it doesn't bulk up your thighs. Most squats work a very short range of motion with a much heavier weight, and that's what creates those bulky thighs that women don't want. So if you want long looking legs that are, really strong, because when you're working a full range of motion, your body is going to get just as strong as somebody who's working with a heavier weight at a very short range of motion. This is something that I just learned from a certification course that I took on athletic conditioning. Now, as soon as you're done with your balance squat, you're going to go down into a quad squat, is what it's called, and you're going to pop your booty up and drop the heels to the floor so that you get a really nice hamstring stretch, and you're just going to alternate back and forth, and you can shift the feet in every direction so that you're getting more stretch also on the sides of the legs, which often get really tight. And this exercise, when done properly, lengthens the entire back of the body and is going to help you do the following two exercises with really excellent technique. So don't skip this move or think that it's pointless and silly. It is really important for getting much deeper squats and much better performance on other exercises that are going to follow. Okay, so immediately following that deep squat hamstring stretch exercise, you're going into a camel pose, followed by a garland pose. And this is a flow, so you have to flow between the two exercises back and forth. The most important thing to remember when you're doing these two exercises is to contract the deep abdominals to support the back when you're in that back bend, and also to contract your upper back muscles between the shoulder blades to support the neck and get a much nicer back bend without straining any part of your body. If this is difficult for you to do, then just practice going into a slight back bend and holding that for just a few seconds and then taking a break, and then practice the garland pose separately until you get a good feel for both, and then you can start combining those when you feel ready. Okay, so as soon as you complete these exercises, you're going to go right into a goddess pose, also known as a horse stance or a wide leg squat position, and you're going to hold that position for 2.5 to 3 minutes. That is a long time, and since you have just been working the legs with 4 other exercises, you're going to start feeling the burn fairly quickly. So even though this is a static exercise where the lower body isn't really moving, the upper body is moving, which is something that you do in everyday life. So you're doing a stretch from side to side, and then you're stretching across the top of the chair, and then you're pushing into each thigh and turning that shoulder, rotating that shoulder down. And this is going to lengthen your hip flexors, which is going to give you much better posture and help to flatten the abs. So not only is this exercise great for your legs, it's also really great for your core and for your upper body as well. So I didn't want to bore everybody with 3.5 minutes of goddess pose squat, so I have a separate video for that with additional tips. If you struggle to hold this static squat and you need more help with that, you can watch me hold it for a full 3.5 minutes. But now we're going to move on to the final exercise of this leg circuit, which is probably the most fun of all the exercises in this video. So you're just going to step up onto the chair with one leg, and you're going to then jump down into a straddle squat on the chair, and then you're going to use your upper body and your core to lift and push your body back behind the chair, so you end up in that bent over position. Then you just come up to standing and you start over with the opposite leg, and you're going to do this exercise for 2.5 to 3 minutes. So it's continuous work. Again, pick a song that you enjoy and then just kind of work it and dance it out if you want to a little bit, but don't get distracted. Stay at a steady tempo and work at a tempo that works for you. Now, I forgot to mention at the very beginning that the first set of exercises you are going to repeat up to 3 times. So you will do those 3 times back to back, and then you're going to move into these last 2 exercises for 2.5 to 3 minutes a piece. And it's all one huge circuit, so no breaks in between anything. And if at the very end you want to do the dancing portion of it, which is what you're watching now, you can, but you don't have to. That's not required. It's just for fun. And if that's something that you feel like doing for extra calorie burning, then that's great. If not, then don't worry about it. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will be back soon with more exercises and tips to help you get your best female figure. Thank you so much for watching.